Oh, it looks like we're ready. Yay. I think we're ready. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Mm-mm-mm. All righto. Yay. And the sound is good. It is very good. Okay, I know it is early, but for me it's late. Um, I was about to stream on TikTok, so you're gonna be here with me, and we're gonna see how this goes, y'all. Last time I did this, it was 3.5 hours long. I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna try to go for an hour. Um, One, I'm trying to hit some TikTok numbers. They want us to go live for an hour. And then two, we're going to be talking about these beautiful cards and we're going to play with them. We're going to play with some other cards too. So let's see what comes up. Alrighty. Now, if you are a person who wants to get your own readings, those are available. They are available. They are available. They are available. And that would be at leanintothespirit.com and / link up with me. So let's see. Let's hit live for TikTok. If you have questions, please put your questions inside of the chat. Again, I am working with a new system, so hopefully I can see your questions. I don't know how OneStream works. We're going to learn together. We are going to be learning together, y'all. We really are. But that's okay. We can do that. We can learn together. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Let's go live. Good morning, y'all. All right. So, what is happening today is we're going to play with our new deck of cards here. And our new deck of cards is called. I would put things in the box. Oh, our new deck of cards is called Faces of Oshun. Faces of Oshun. Good and try to get a little bit more energetic. Like I said, it's 7:30 in the morning. I haven't been to sleep yet, but we're gonna try this. One, I actually heard another reader say that she's actually more accurate when she's sleepy. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if that's the deal. Am I more accurate when I'm sleepy? We are definitely gonna try. And like I said, we're gonna be playing with this new deck of cards. Our Oracle cards, Faces of Oshun. I'm actually really excited about these. I have used them before, so we are going to be. Thank you so much. We are going to be playing with these. Let's see. I'm not very familiar with all these buttons yet. Okay, y'all ready? So I actually ended up pulling a. Hello, hi, how are y'all? Good morning. Where are y'all coming in from? But I actually ended up pulling a. What do you call this? A card to see if I should go live. And the card was basically yes. All right, so we're going to be doing that. Again, these are the Faces of Oshun cards. That is really gross. You really shouldn't be doing that. You really should not be stealing people's face. Like, that's really gross. But anyway, let's get going. Hey, y'all. If you do have questions, please put it in the chat. Okay? I really don't like that. You keep spamming my chat. I'm going to use your spamming for right now so that other people can come in here. How about that? But it's really gross that you have stolen my profile picture. That's real gross and childish and suspect. Are you on the list? You might be on the list. Oh, well, my connection. Okay, here's there are a couple of things I do not read on, simply because those are other energies. Right now, Yanzari, I'm gonna let you spam for a little bit because it's gonna help me get people, and then you are going to be blocked. So y'all just have a little bit of patience right now. Yanzari is doing the work. He, he, she, whatever it is putting my face out there, I guess. Um, and then I'm going to block them, and then I'm going to report them later for stealing my likeness. But that's okay. Go ahead. Keep me active. All right. So there are some questions I will not read on, and those questions are going to be love and medical stuff, right? So I'm not going to be doing love because people have their own free will and their own energies. So I won't be doing that. I can do yeses or nos. I just do readings. I'll pull a card and then we'll go that route. So if that helps, we'll do that. All right. So if you do have a question, go ahead and put it inside. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not going to be reading on love, but let me tell you this because I did just get this for you. If you're asking that question, the answer is yes. I will say that. If you are asking if it's finally over, that question, that answer is yes. And it should be yes. Because if you're in that space, that's really interesting. I really appreciate all these spamming comments. You guys are going to be blocked in just a second. All right, let's keep it going. Will Andrew and I get back together when he picks me up from the airport? I'm not answering that. I'm sorry. Yes, Frank. Go ahead and put your question inside of the chat, and then we will do that. So, y'all, we are playing with our new cards here. And these are the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards. They're brand new. Like they came out, they were published in March of 2025. Nope, you can't come up. Sorry. I definitely won't be doing that. The only people I bring up will be for mediumship readings, and that's if so. Career. Absolutely. Stevie, we're going to ask that question. Thank you guys for doing the work. So now I'm going to have to block you. Okay. All right. So they should make this a little quicker and easier, but that's one. All right. And where's the other one? Where did you go? Thank you, Yanzari, for all your attention. Now you can go. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Yanzari and the other person is blocked. Okay, so let's pull it back out here. So as you guys are coming in, let me make sure that we make this clear. I do not do relationship pulls, okay? Again, everybody has their own individual energy, free will, and whatnot. So I'm not going to go into no relationships here. So Stevie Renee is asking, what do I see in your career? Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I am practicing not processing what I see and just telling you what I see. So Stevie says, what do you see in my career? Are you talking immediate or long term? Because I'm getting happiness. And I know that's such a weird answer, but I'm getting happiness, like a little bit more than contentment. It's like loving, I guess joy is the real word, but it's like loving to wake up and do this, but it's not feeling immediate. It's not feeling immediate. Hold on. Okay. Thank you guys for all your help with getting some engagement, but now you can go. Poor people. Alrighty. So both are either. And then Jamie about nursing. Alrighty. Okay, so let me write that. Stevie, then Jamie. Okay. We're going to work on those two for now, guys, because I can't be scrolling the messages right now, and I don't want to miss anybody. So, okay, awesome. They are now filtering for spamming content, so I can now pay attention to you guys. All right. Like I said, I did get happiness. I know that's long term, but I'm trying to feel into it if it is right now. Okay. And that doesn't seem like that answers this question. All right. So we are using the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards to help us out here. I will go back through the comments in just a bit. I'm currently answering a question for Stevie. Now, Stevie, the card I got out of here, I'm trying to feel for it, so I want to get some help here, is the Oshun of Divine Wrath. So, like I said, that doesn't actually feel like happiness, obviously. So, hold on. Yeah, guys, I don't do relationships, okay? Oshun of Divine Wrath. All right, help me out here. What is that telling me? What do we see for Stevie's career? Oh, okay. So we got the Oshun of Voice Chakra. All right. Now that's interesting. We're going to go over those in a second. I need to clarify that. Can you give me some clarity? Now, mind you, these are oracle cards, so I'm going to maybe go to the tarots. I am doing live questions, yes. Okay. What are you telling me? What's the story here? I don't do that many. Nope. Alrighty. I got something kind of artsy for you. That's why I'm really trying to feel into it, because sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to make everybody into an artist. But I got something like artsy for you. Something about dresses. So that's why I'm like, what? Okay. But like I said, I'm going to try not to. Oh, you are an artist. Okay. Because I'm like, I got something artsy, but it's something about dresses. Hold on. Oh, and an author. Okay, good. Then you'll love this, because look at that card, girl. You see that pen in her hand? You see all that art splash around her? So, okay. That's why I'm like, I don't want to let people join at this moment. No, I would only do that if I have a message coming through from a loved one or something. But I'm trying to get with Stevie right now. Yeah, I saw dresses. What is that about? All right, can y'all hold comments, please? I'm trying to talk to Stevie. I want to make sure we're having a conversation here. Oh, Chris, thank you so much for the engagement. But you may feel free to leave if you'd like. Let's see. Is there any other message here? Okay. Third eye. Okay, I feel like that. I think we're done. Hold on. Are we done? Okay, yes. All right, so again, we are using the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards. There we go. Faces of Oshun Oracle cards, y'all. All right, so Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate the engagement, but you gotta go now, honey. Who's joining, Chris? Okay, I don't do relationships. So let's talk about what we're getting here. So it looks like we have a past, present, future type of thing here going on. So past, I'm seeing that there was some kind of issue. It feels like this could be one of the ways that you created. All right, so this is the ocean of divine wrath, and this says anger, resentment, and vengeance. All right. It feels like this used to be the fuel that you used to use to create. That is so creepy. Yes, please block, join, and honey from my lives. This feels like the fuel you used to use to create. Like you used to create from this negative space, this driven space. Maybe it was like to prove people wrong, or just maybe it was the way that you channeled things. Because fire is such a beautiful thing, right? So fire is like, it is so, so, so beautiful. This is so annoying. So fire is like, fire is beautiful, but it's also has the ability to be all consuming, right? And so you see like they wield this sword of fire. So in this case, I'm looking at it as the sort of creativity of like where you used to create from and what you used to try to like, I'm gonna use the word like stab your way into the world, like to try to rip open your space. I was here, damn it, hear me, listen to me. Um, and it feels like, oh wow, I never do it this early. I can't believe there's so many trolls out this early. So it just feels like you are like, this was like your way to like make your mark. This was your way to say I was here. This was your way to have a like a path or a method of channeling your feelings, of like letting, kind of like of letting your voice be heard, but at the same time it felt kind of voiceless. I'm not sure if this is making sense to you. Oh, okay, it is. All right. And so like it feels like voicelessness. It feels like I'm trying to make my mark. I'm trying to put my stamp here. I'm here. You can't ignore me. And so like the art felt, I guess, real, like tangible, like evidence of your presence, of the fact that you are here. So, and that worked for a bit, right? I think it really helped you through a certain time, but now you're to be in a different space. Jesus. Um, I'm gonna have to get a mod because this is crazy. All right, so it feels like that you need to be getting into a different space because, as I said, the second card that you got here was the chakra card, right? So, but it's the voice chakra, and that's like where I get that from, like this, because you see, like her mouth is like open and it's like trying to scream, it's trying to be heard, it's trying to make its mark, it's trying to, like I say, listen to me, see me, hear me. I feel like saying damn it after it because there's just so much anger to it, so much fuel to it. It feels like, gosh, I don't, okay. I'm trying not to process, but I just like received that this was like a parent thing too. This is upbringing, childhood. Um, you started to find a way as a teen, like just a little bit, like in this method of creation. Okay. Hmm. But this feels like it was like, I don't know. It was like borderline neglect, but it feels more like emotional neglect. Does that make sense to you? Is that resonating with you? Okay. Because now, like I said, it looks like now you're finding your voice. Like I said, this feels like past, present, future. So now you're finding your voice. Now you are, what's the word here? Uh, they're throwing me off. I can't stand it. This is crazy. At night, I'm good. Yes, that's that's exactly what you're saying. Is that you're finding it without anger, right? So if you see that, there's look at all that joy in her. Like it's like she's filling herself up with joy, and the more joy that she feels, the more aligned she feels with herself, and in finding her voice and in hearing her own voice, the more she gets to create. And again, it's from a space of um, it's almost divine and inspired, right? So that's what it feels like. It feels like it's like really not fueled by trying to be heard, but now it's like I can't contain this. There's just so much here that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to create enough, to write fast enough, to really like pull this all together. Like, oh my gosh, now I don't even have enough time because there's just so much creativity. Like when you opened your voice, because notice they're both doing it, but one is with like rage and the other is like singing, like joy, like welcoming. Um, and so like when you're like raging out in anger, you rip your throat, you cause more damage to yourself. But when you are like feeling the embodiment of creativity and inspiration and um oh gosh, it's divineness. Like literally creativity is divine. Like it just is. But here's oh, and I'm glad you said that because that's what I was saying, is here's what's kind of like in the way of your present. Because if you notice, this is in reverse. Now, this is a very powerful card here. This is Oshune's third eye. And as we know, hey you, as we know, the third eye, that's another like chakra. So that's another thing for you to be opening up. And like you just said, like all this creativity that's pouring into you is overwhelming. Well, guess what? When you open your third eye, now you actually get to funnel that creativity. Now you get to have some discernment. Now you get to um, really prioritize what's a now thing and what's a later thing, because that's a good problem to have. Too many things to create, too many things to write, too many things to do. That's a really good problem to have. But now it's a matter of sifting and shifting into priority. It's still going to be peace. Let's turn this card the correct way. It's still going to be peace, right? She's looking up to the stars. There's still a peaceful look in her face. And so it's really for you to get in touch with your own intuition, to get really in tune with, um, because creating worlds and just creating stories. And I feel like music and art, like visual art, is also very much a part of it. Like I said, I saw dresses. Um, it's almost like some visual art of the dresses too, right? Which is like super crazy. Because I just like literally saw words splashed on dresses as they walked like a runway type of thing. Um, so I'm trying really hard not to process and throw my own interpretations necessarily on it, but it feels like, I guess debut is the word that it feels like. It feels like this is going to be um, really a way of you to own your space. So now you're in the space of creation, but at some point you're going to be presenting. You're going to like really show up as you. And I feel like really easily, because you'll be in the flow, you'll be in alignment, you'll be easily attracting your audience to you. You'll be easily building a community of people who vibe with your voice, right? So now it's not going to be a matter of please hear me, because you don't need to beg for that, because your job now is to actually be listening, and that's listening to your own intuition, listening to the directions of where you're going to go. But again, like I also get this feeling of priority, like prioritizing these creations. And it doesn't necessarily mean see one all the way through to the end. It's see one all the way through in that moment, right? And then you can shift to another one and then shift back to this one, because it keeps you from being bored, but it also keeps the projects fresh, you know. So one of the things that you need to be leaning on more is your own intuition, is your own vision. I will say a really good exercise for you to do to be able to answer your own question of where is your career. Because, like I said, the first word I got intuitively was that you had happiness as part of your career. Um, but in order to get there, you need to envision it. So, in and I will tell you in the immediate future, so maybe this weekend, really get a good sense of a vision of where you want to go. But your vision needs to be building not just by what I want, but also in listening. You're going to need to listen to your intuition. You're going to need to listen, not just for the stories, but also your own story. Like, what's the next chapter of your life? Yes, but also, how do I want this book to end? And that doesn't mean your life, because you have volumes, right? You have different places that you're going to be, and you're going to change, and you're going to change, and you're going to change, and each one of those is going to be a different book, right? So, essentially like a series, right? And so, how do you want this particular book to end? How do you want this era that you're in? Envision that. Envision where you want to be. Envision what you want to do. Envision where you want your books to go. Envision where you want your other arts to go. Envision all of that, so that not only do you have something you're working towards and you're very clear on that, but also, I'm going to say this in a weird way, but this is how I received it. So you can also put your order in with the universe, right? Because you're going to be hearing from them, and you're going to go, okay, yes, that. Let's do that next, right? So this is where your career is going, babe. It's going in a place and space where you're going to be happy with your life, um, but it's going to require some active work from you. So I hope that answered your question. Let me know, Stevie, if it did. These were good cards, girl. And I love these cards, by the way. So the cards that I'm using, for those of you on TikTok, you can drop down. For those of you on YouTube, I will be putting the link inside the description later. But you see this Faces of Oshun. I'm telling you, these are some beautiful cards. Good, 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 good. I'm glad to know that that helped you. Your future looks good. I was feeling goosebumps like your entire reading. So your future looks really, really good. That's why I'm like, okay, don't process it, just say it. Do you know what the dresses thing is about? Though, like I said, I see it more as debuting. You know, like walking the runway, like putting your, okay, like oh my gosh, like make a production out of it. When you launch, make a production out of it. Um, Even if you've put books out already, your next one, the one in which you are fully in tune to your intuition and creativity, I want you to make a production out of it. I want you to basically put it on a runway. Um, yes. And like put other art with it too, you know, like be really, really honed in, dialed into the art of your world, of your life. But that's really beautiful. That the dresses thing I got. Okay, that's what the other part of it is. Is this dresses thing I got was also fashion week on runway. I guess that happens in New York. So there's something about you in New York, um, about the debut. Hopefully, hopefully that'll make sense in a couple of years, if not next year. Next year, maybe next year. It feels like a production. It feels like a debut. So really do it big. Celebrate yourself is another part to that, is what it is. Like celebrate yourself, be looked at, live in your own confidence and your own presence. Like really own the work, but also own your fight that you did to be in the space that you're in. And like you are the main character of your own story. You better act like it.